Recording in progress. Okay. So everyone, today slightly late, but possibly on time. We are having a scholar from the previous batch, and he is one of the top performers, and he is here to share the experiences with you. And I think same kind of activity you have already witnessed in JA111. I think yes. That's good. That's good. That's good. So just actually few things that actually Ankit will share to you, and there are some, you can say, that kind of commonly asked questions from scholar side that we have collected. Some of the things we have already answered during the last 2-3 days, so please bear with us. First of all, Ankit, so according to your experience, in what topic a student must be good in? The topic of JA111. In what topic of JA111 a student must be good with respect to SB 101?
For this question,
Ankit, please share your video as well, if possible.
it's disabled, I guess.
Disable. Just a second. Let me make it post. Yeah. Now you can do this.
Hello everyone, I'm here. So regarding to the J111, you have to clear understanding of a collection framework, exception handling, and the interfaces, because in the SB101 you are going to interact with all of these things on the daily basis, like when we are learning about the lambda expressions and the JDBC DAO pattern. So at that time we require the collection framework and the exception handling at most.
Interfaces, exception handling, etc., etc. Everything is there. Well, now see, if mainly what happened, many of the scholars are slightly confused to get a good grip on the concept of SB101. So according to you, just one thing that is, I think, very important from my side, but I wanted to listen from your side. What thing a student should do before coming to a class so that he can understand the concepts very well?
The activity you can do that before the class you got your pre-videos and the note. So refer to this, go through with your pre-video and also the notes, and you can also practice the example that is provided inside the notes, and you can try it once by yourself so that it can help you during the live session, like you practice all of the examples so that you can relate to the things which are going in the live session.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. What about assignments? What do you think? They are important to solve?
Assignments is literally most important because it provides a clear cut in the understanding that what you learned in the SB101, and it's also important related to the evaluation. The assignments, the portion you are going to attempt in the evaluation is really related to the assignments, and you have to attend all the assignments before the evaluation so that you can easily do that. And also it provides a time management, like the evaluation is just about the 3 hours. For that you have to prepare all the questions and the flow of your question, that how much time you are going to in what situation. So for that the assignment is the most important point for the perspective of the evolution as well, or your understanding of the topics as well.
Okay, thank you very much. One more thing that I was asking, actually few more things. See, right now many of the scholars of this batch, they are actually finding themselves very much like, that stuck, chalked, jammed, that we understand the topic, but we don't know whether we understand the topic when it comes to assignment. Then after 1 or 2 lines, suddenly everything stops, brain stops working, looks like that we are not able to do anything. Such kind of thing is common to everyone in the terms of coding, even to me when I was young. So it's a common situation in coding that you stuck somewhere and you get actually clueless. So in this condition, what to do?
This situation is also occurred with me. So for that I do one thing. I go through with the notes and the documentation, like the Oracle, and also there is a Java point tutorial and many things present on the internet. So you can go through with that, and the Masai or the teacher will provide the notes, which is the very efficient and very useful for that. And it also have the example, so go through with the example as well. If you're stuck in apart from this, so you can also search your the doubt, like just paste on the internet, and you will find a lot of documents regarding to that. And if doing all of these things, if you still face some need help, so feel free to take the help to by the IE. And now from this blog, you are going to have your daily IE stand up. So feel free to ask your questions with the IE, sir.
IA stand-up is actually important when you get stuck, particularly if there is, kind of blockage you are not able to rectify, or you are not able to find out the answer with online resources. Then definitely IA stand-up plays an important role. Okay, so you have completed SB 101, Ankit. So what exactly you become now? Means, for example, when you completed JA 111, then you were actually, you can say, kind of beginner in Java programming, who was actually do nothing about how to use, where to use, etc. So right now, can you tell me that after completing SB 101, what scholars can expect, that what they will be able to do?
So like this is also with me, like when we are in the J111, so at that time we are just learning the things, and our friends like in the Mon and Node, they are working on the live projects and the websites. So that gave me that I am just learning the theory part and but we can do in the backend system. So for that, but after completing the SB11, I can say that we have a clear and understanding the what is the front side and what we are going to do in the backend system.
Good, that's good, that's good. And you have completed SB 101. Any suggestion from your side for them? What to do, what not to do?
This I can say that I did a practice like during the live session. I tried to jot down the important keywords and the points that is very helpful uh, while understanding the topic or the doing the assignments. Like whatever the sir is teaching is a lot, and everything is not going to present in the notes as well. So try to jot down the topics and the notes that sir said, and the sir provide a lot of things which is exactly going in the industry. So try to copy the pattern that the sir follow. It will help you a lot during your assignments and your next in the your career path as well. So this is all from my side.
Okay. That's good, Ankit. And one last point that I'm asking you, it is something that I wanted to listen from your side. See, whatever content that we are covering, definitely we are providing best according to our experience, and try to cover the maximum of the concepts. But what do you think? Because I think API is something that is very big, and nobody knows when, what function or what class you need to use. I think this thing you have realized somewhere also. So what about the exploration part? Means something we taught, that is okay, but apart from that, lot of things are available. So about exploration, do you think that it is important, or how important it is?
It's a very important because Java is a very vast language apart from any other programming language. And whatever we learn during the 1 week or during the 4 week or one block, it is not sufficient for us because when we are working on a live project, it required lots of things or lots of API in our project. For that, we have to learn something apart from the curriculum, because we have to be out of the box. So for that, you can learn the many things from the internet, and that is not very hard like in the SB101 when you are working on the your project site. So you can learn the Java Swing or Java FX for the graphics part. There is any a dot Tomcat and many other APIs and the tools that is help you during the year construct week, and also that will provide the taste of a graphics of the Java as well.
Okay. So exploration, everything is important. Yes, scholars, any questions from your side? Scholars of current block, any questions from your side? Seems okay. I think they're nervous also after listening so much. Okay, Ankit, thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Hope they will understand it and imbibe the same. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So dear scholars, your interaction with the previous batch scholar is done. And after Good Friday, let us make it great Saturday. Last time I'm coming back to my topic. In the last class, we were talking about the concept of stream API. And while having the discussion about the stream API, I just recalling you some of the parts that actually we already did what exactly the stream API is, etc., etc. It will be helpful for you. So just actually, I'm going to share my screen to you. Just give me a moment. And yeah, the number 3 part it was. Then coming here, coding example. No, but coding example is not something useful for you. Coming to in-class content. Yeah. Let me share my screen to you just a second. Yeah. Please do let me know if both the audio video signals are okay. Please provide your valuable feedback if both the audio video signals are okay. Okay. So now, last time I was talking to you about the stream API. While having the discussion about the stream API, I told you that you were used to write down the code in the conventional manner. For example, there is a list available and there is a list of name available, as you can see in the line number 82. In the list, there is a list of names available and you wanted to print length of every name. If you wanted to print length of every name, so normally what you used to do, we used to iterate over, or say the target is that you wanted to generate the list of integers that is containing length of every name. One of the common way, initially the list is available, then list of integer is created. Initially, the list of integer is empty. Then we started iterating the loop one by one, element will be taken, and definitely for every element, length will be calculated and it will be added to the length list. Processing is 100% okay. But if I'm talking about efficiency, if I'm talking about length of the code, then definitely this is something you can say, sir, vast, or you can say something that is huge. If you wanted to perform the same thing in an efficient manner, then definitely to perform the same thing, we have to go by the stream API. In the terms of collection framework, whenever we are talking about a stream, then definitely stream actually refer to flow of object. Regarding the stream, a few pointer we come across. The very first thing is a stream is a sequence of object that supports various method, which can be pipeline to produce a desired result. But few pointers, like I told you that collection is a sequence of objects, but it's a storage. A stream is definitely a sequence of objects, but it is not a storage. One analogy that we give you, for example, if I'm talking about a battery and if I'm talking about a wire, then definitely battery is the storage of the current. So you can say that, sir, battery is what your collection is. But if we are talking about wire, the wire is used to transfer electricity from one area to another area. So you can say this is not exactly, you can call a storage, but it's just a way of transferring. So stream does not store the element. It actually only represents a sequence of element. Definitely stream actually hold the objects. Primitive types are not allowed. Filtering performed by stream does not modify the source, etc., etc. These are the few pointers that we discussed. Now, last time, the same code was in discussion. The same code we are writing in the terms of discussion. Just a second, some doubt is there. See here, line number 11. Initially, a list of integer is created. Into the list of integer, we are having total 6 elements. The 6 elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as we have already discussed that if we wanted to get the stream, then into the collection framework, into the collection interface, there is one method available. The name of the method is called stream method. Using the stream method, we can get object of the stream. So line number 14, initially, we are generating a stream from the list of integers. First line clear? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Once we are getting the stream, then definitely once the object of a stream is available to you, then definitely you can call any method that is related to stream. So for example, let's say if I'm talking about the stream, then in the stream, I told you that whatever methods available into the streams, they are broadly divided into the two categories. The first type of operation is called terminal operation. The second type of operation is called intermediate operation. And as you can see in the line number 107, whenever you apply an operation on the stream, whenever we are applying an operation on the stream. So two different cases broadly happen, but practically three cases. I was talking to you about the case number 01. The case number 01 is that you apply operation on a stream, an integer result is generated, or you can say that an immutable value is generated. If the immutable value is generated, then can I say that it's a terminal operation? Remember, operations were divided into two categories. First, I told you terminal operation. Second, I told you intermediate operation. A terminal operation is one that does not generate stream as a result. It always generates some value or object. So if it is generating a value, then definitely it is going to be a reduction operation, and definitely it's a terminal operation. On the other hand, if it is generating an immutable object, then in case of immutable object generation, it is called mutable reduction operation, and definitely mutable reduction operation is also referred as the terminal operation. Getting my point? Terminal operation is clear, reduction operation and mutable reduction is clear. Yes, it is. Then I'm talking about the third case. Into the case number 3, a stream is generated in the case number 3 when I'm saying that whenever you are applying the operation, then definitely after applying the operation, we are getting a stream of result type. And once we are getting a stream of result type, then definitely this is called intermediate operation. And so far, intermediate operations are not discussed. They are yet to discuss with you. So shall I continue with the example that we were performing last time? You can see initially the one method that I was discussing with you is called all match, and you can see into the documentation it written whether all elements of the stream match the provided predicate. Means overall, if every element of the stream satisfy the predicate, then definitely answer will be true. But if even a single element is not satisfy the predicate, then answer will be false. And you can see one thing. There is a predicate available. Name of predicate is positive. There is I available, I more than 0. All elements positive. Then we are writing list int stream dot all match, and after all match we are writing here is positive. So if I'm talking about this stream, can I say that all the elements satisfy the given predicate? Everything is positive? Yes or no? Yes, it is. So can I expect that the answer for this question is going to be true, or answer for line number 17 is going to be true? Comfortable, everyone? How this is working? Then there is next thing available that is called is negative. Is negative says that even if a single element follow the predicate, their answer will be true. But if no element follow the predicate, then answer will be false. So right now, if I'm talking about the list int, the predicate is checking for the negative number. Do I have even a single negative number? No. Definitely all elements are positive. Not even a single element satisfy the predicate. So in this condition, any match method is going to return you false. Is that clear? Simple one. That's good. There is one more predicate available. The name of the predicate is called AZ1. It is checking for the integer number. And because it is checking for the integer number, so you can say that 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is written here. If I'm talking about the even number, then you can see very, very easily. Is there any even number available? Yes. Two elements are there. For them, even number is available. So even if the one element is found, then definitely this is going to return us true. Yes, it is. System.out.println element, all elements positive only, but this time the method we are using is none match. What exactly the behavior of none match is? If no element follow the predicate, then answer will be true. If even a single element follow the predicate, then answer will be false. Getting my point? If no element follow the predicate, then answer will be true. If even a single element follow the predicate, then answer will be false. So this time we are checking for is negative. Any element who follow the is negative predicate, answer is no. No element follow the is negative predicate. So definitely in this condition, answer of none match is going to be true or false. Answer of none match is going to be true or false. Yes, most of the answers are correct and answer is going to be true. So this is what actually, can I say that all three operations are terminal operations? Can I say that all three operations are terminal operations? Yes or no? That's good. That's good because we are generating a primitive value. Now let us move further and talk about some more cases. Coming back to the stream interface, into the stream interface, let me talk about one more thing. One method is available. The name of the method is called for each method. Can you see that for each method is accepting a consumer? And definitely if consumer is there, first of all, see, by looking at the return type only, can we say that this is a terminal operation? By looking at the return type only, definitely we can say it's a terminal operation because sir, it is actually not returning anything. So definitely it's a terminal operation because for being an intermediate operation, generation of stream is required. And definitely because it is talking about consumer. So you know about the consumer very well, that consumer is something that is actually used to consume the stream, but practically it does not produce anything. Remember? Yes, it is. So see, this for each is actually going to behave in the same way like collection dot for each method is working. Both are working in the same way. But let me write down the implementation first. So while writing the implementation, stream is available to me. Okay, one more thing that I am writing. One more thing that I'm writing. I'm asking a simple question to you. For example, let's say this stream object is generated here. The stream object is, hello. The stream object is generated here. And what happened again today? The STS was working fine for the last 2 days. Suddenly what happened to that? Okay. So for example, everyone, line number 14, one stream object is generated, and after generating the stream object, we are using that object working perfect. Right now, everything is working perfect. Now let me do one thing. For example, let's say the same stream object I am using for the next method, and when I am using the same for the next method, then can you see that it is actually throwing some exception? Please take a look at the error message. What message it is showing you? Can anyone tell me the reason why exactly this happened? Can anyone tell me the reason why exactly this happened? Reason is very simple, and many of you intercepted correctly that stream object is very much like a disposable glass that you can use only for one time. If you are going to use it for the second time, then Java is going to generate exception. Getting my point, everyone? A stream object is something that you can generate only for one time. You cannot use the stream object once again. Every time you need to use the same object again, then you have to generate the stream again. This is the main point that actually we have to take care. Now let me write down about the for each method. So about the for each method, first I'm taking list.stream, and after taking the list.stream, it's working slowly. After this line, I will restart once, otherwise I will change the laptop. Then again for each. Into the for each what parameter? Definitely the parameter is going to be an integer value, and then we are writing system.out.println, printing the value of variable I. Okay, one simple question I am asking. Here you can see it is a list of integer. On the list of integer, we are getting the stream. So can you tell me what will be the data type of variable I? Can you tell me what will be the data type of variable I? Only few answers I have received so far. Now I have received some handsome amount of question answers, and definitely the correct answer is integer. So can you see that stream is also used to print elements one by one? Yes or no? Yes, it is. That's great. That's great. That's great. So we can do this job. So for each method is available, perform an action on the each element of the stream, then definitely this is a terminal operation. And second thing. If I'm talking about the normal for each method that is defined in the collection interface. If I'm talking about normal for each method that is defined in the collection interface, definitely it is working in a sequential manner. But on the other hand, if I'm talking about the for each method that is available in the stream, definitely on this parallel processing is also possible. Let me give you a case. For example, let's say I'm having total 1000 elements in the list. And if you are going to print all the elements in the sequential manner, then definitely your operation will consume some time. Case number 2, for example, let's say you are having 1000 elements to print and your for each is capable to perform parallel processing. What is the mean of parallel processing? Let's say that your list is getting divided into 500 plus 500. One thread is printing the first 500 element, second thread is printing the second 500 element, such that both threads are running parallelly. So in this condition, definitely your for each method that is provided by stream, it will work. Yes or no? Right, it is. So some comparisons are available about the for each method of the collection and the for each method of normal stream API. So you can see the first point. We are performing the comparison on collection.stream and we are collection.stream.forEach and the collection.forEach. Simple, you can say that the comparison is between stream.forEach and collection.forEach. The very first thing you can say that it first converts the collection to the stream and then iterate over the stream of collection. Second one, definitely it uses the collection iterator. Second number point, it does not execute in any specific order, i.e. the order is not defined. But here you can say that it always execute in the order if order is defined. If iteration is happening over the synchronized collection, it does not lock the collection. Means if multiple threads are accessing the collection simultaneously, it will allow no problem. But here you can say if iteration is happening over the synchronized collection, then it locks the collection and hold it across the calls. Then the next point, during structure modification of the collection, an exception will be generated. But if we perform any structure operation on the collection using for each, it will immediately throw an exception over all the pointer. The first parameter, the left hand side one is working on the stream, the right hand side one is working on the collection. Second number point, if I'm talking about the synchronization, on the left hand side part there is no synchronization, but on the right hand side part there is synchronization. Can I summarize the two differences? I think it will be okay. Summarize two differences, okay? Once again, I am repeating. The left hand side, that is stream.forEach, it is operating on the stream. But the right hand side, that is collection.forEach, it is operating on the collection. Second number point, the left hand side, that is stream.forEach, it actually works on the synchronized collection. It is not responsible for synchronization of the collection. If multiple threads are accessing the collection at the same time, let them. But on the other hand, right hand side, it is taking care for the synchronization. Once loop is iterating over the collection, then definitely the collection will be logged and others are not allowed to modify the same. This is something that you can remember. Coming to some other operations. For each method is done. After the for each method, if I'm talking about the method that is for terminal operation, can you see? Well, let me come back to one very important method. Can you see there is a method available that is called collect method, and collect method is used to perform a mutable reduction. If it is a mutable reduction, can I expect that answer is going to be a mutable object? If it is mutable reduction, can I expect that the answer is going to be a mutable object? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Can you take a look at the parameter? This time, parameter is something that is called collector. And if I'm talking about collector, can you see that it's an interface? Yes, it is. If I'm asking you, if I'm talking about the number of methods available here, then just by looking at the number of methods available, it's reasonable to say that it is not a functional interface. Yes or no? It is not a functional interface. Collector is not a functional interface. What is the job of this collector interface is? Definitely, it is used to perform a mutable reduction operation that accumulate input elements into a mutable result container. Simple, just one line that you need to remember. It performs a mutable reduction operation that actually accumulate input elements into a mutable result container. So just try to understand. For example, let's say that you are having a list of students, or let me change the situation. For example, let's say that I'm saying you are having a set of students. I'm writing set of student equal to new hash set. Okay, one set is available, and into this set, for example, let's say we have added some element, whatever be the data type. I'm not very much concerned with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now, can I say that in this set, I'm having 6 elements? Yes or no? Right now, can I say that I'm having list of 6 elements? Yes, it is. Okay. Then I'm telling you one more thing. For example, let's say that I wanted to create a list from the set. I'm saying that we wanted to create a list from the set. If you wanted to create a list from the set, then definitely multiple different options are available for you. If I'm talking about the multiple different operation list, then again I'm writing list equal to new. Then the point that we are writing is array list. Okay. Then actually we can do one job. The job that we can do is definitely we can write down for student colon set bracket open, and then we can write down that list dot add, and thereafter we are talking about adding the student. Is that okay? Simple concept. Yes, it is. Then if I'm talking about the next concept, then definitely the next concept is very easy. Can I write this one? Line number 129. Yes, because constructor is also available that is used to create constructor from another constructor. You can do this job also. That's great. Now let me change the question. I wanted to create mark list of student from the set. If you wanted to create mark list from the student set, can anyone use the constructor, or can anyone use the syntax that is defined in line number 129? Definitely not. Definitely not. So in this condition, if I'm talking about the way, then definitely there is one way available. The way that available is you should create a list of, let's say that double type. And while creating the list of double type here, you should call the get marks method. Please check the code. Line number 131 to line number 135. Comfortable with this code? Correct it is. Similarly, let's say that I'm saying you that you wanted to find out the average marks of all the students. So if you wanted to find out the average marks of all the students, then you will say that, sir, to find the average marks, first of all, we have to find out the sum. After finding the sum, then we have to find out the average. So again, some 6-7 lines of code is what I need to write down. This is what our so far knowledge is. This is what our so far knowledge is. Then I will say that using the stream API, you can do all that job just into the one line. Excited to see how we can do this job only into the one line? Only one scholar is excited. No multiple. Okay, okay. So listen. And before talking about this thing, very exciting. Hope it is not confusing. My God, what is confusing? I don't know. If I'm talking about the collect method, then definitely whenever I wanted to call the collect method, then I have to pass object of class that implement collector interface. Agree with my statement? Whenever I wanted to call the collect method, then I have to pass object of class that implements collector method, collector interface. Simple, because the reference variable of interface can point to object of implementing class. Okay, let me give you one more situation. Many scholars are getting confused with the terminologies. For example, let's say there is an interface available. Name of the interface is A. Whatever be the method, I am not concerned. Then there is one class B available such that class B actually implements A. Then there is one more class available. Name of class is C. Within the class C, for example, let's say I am writing a static void show is one method available, and here syntax is A space small a. Then there is one more class available. Name of the class that I'm writing is, let's say, demo. Into the demo class, public static void main is available. Now, if I'm writing a small a equal to new capital B, first of all, line number 54, 154. Please check if this line is valid or not. My God, entire batch is getting slightly weird. Yes, the syntax is perfectly okay. Why the syntax is perfectly okay? Because a reference variable of interface can point to object of implementing class. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Now, if I wanted to call the show method of class C, then definitely I can pass this A, or second pointer, we can pass this thing also. Yes or no? Both steps correct. That's great. Now let me extend the situation. The situation that I'm extending is there is a class D available. Within the class D, for example, let's say there is a static method available. The static method name is get object, and this get object method is returning an object of interface A. In the class D, the get object method is available. The get object method is returning object of interface A. Technically, if I should correct my statement, then definitely can I say that get object method is going to return object of class that implement interface A. Getting? Because you cannot create object of an interface. So definitely if you are returning, if you are mentioning an interface as a return type, then definitely object of some implementing class will be there. Yes, it is. Now I am writing implementing class, not child, implementing it is. Now let's say if I am changing the syntax slightly, and while changing the syntax slightly, for example, let's say I am writing this one. What do you think? Line number 163. Is that okay? Comfortable everyone, this line? Yes, it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now the same story is getting repeated in case of collector. Because if I'm talking about the collector interface, so collector interface is having lot of method. Anyone here who would like to write down the implementation of collector? Can I have anyone who is willing to write down the implementation of collector interface such that it is having only some 7 to 8 methods? Nobody. So definitely it will be good if some class should be there that provide the implementation of collector interface. Yes or no? Will it be great if we are having some class such that in the some class, some static method should be available. The static method should return object of collector interface. Life will be easy. Yes or no? Yes, very easy. So good news for you is that such kind of thing is available, and name of the class is called collectors class. Name of the class is called collectors class. And I think now you remember the analogy. Whenever we are talking about collection, collection is an interface, but whenever we are talking about collections, so definitely collections is a class. Similarly, if we are talking about collector, then definitely collector is a interface. But if I'm talking about collectors, then definitely collectors is a class. Analogy clear? Yes, it is. So this is something that is Java naming convention. This is something you can call Java naming convention. Hardly you will find any interface whose name is written into the plural. Hardly you will find. So this is one thing available. If I'm talking about the collector class, then directly coming to the collector class, can you see that the method is static? So definitely I can call the method using class name. Yes, it is. What is the name of the method? It is averaging double. But what exactly it is returning? It is returning a collector to us. So can I say if I wanted to call the collect method, then definitely to call the collect method, I need a stream. That is perfect. But as an argument, can I directly write collectors dot averaging double? Again, I'm writing the syntax. For example, let's say that there is a list of some integer value is available. So let me write down just equal to new array list. Okay. If I wanted to generate the stream from this, then definitely stream is there. Using the stream, can I call collect method? Yes, it is. And definitely the syntax is available in front of you. And once please check the type. Okay. Just one by one. First of all, using the stream, I'm calling the collect method. Is that okay? Using the stream, I'm calling the collect method. Is that okay for everyone? That's good. As a parameter, I need object of collector, but I'm not going to create any class of collector. I'm not going to create any implementing class of collector interface. But if I'm talking about the collectors class, then within the collectors class, there are methods available. Like one method is available called averaging double method. The return type of averaging method is collector. So when I am writing collectors dot averaging double, then can I say that this is going to return object of collector? Yes or no? Or object of class that implements collector interface? Make sense? Correct it is. So syntax is perfectly okay for everyone. Line number 170. Perfect. So now I hope you understand why I was talking to you about this analogy. So whenever you wanted to call the collect method, then definitely you need to use the collectors dot something. And as you can see, almost all the method of the collectors class, they are returning object of collector, almost all. So you can use them. Now I'm again making the screen maximize. I'm making the screen maximize again and control 0 to keep the font size exactly on its default size. But this is okay. Okay. Let us talk about the cases one by one. While talking about the cases one by one, can you see that there is one method available called averaging double method? Into the averaging double method, you need to pass here two double function. What exactly this two double function is? First of all, it's a functional interface. Yes, it is. How many methods are available? Only one method is available, that is called apply as double. By looking at this method, can you say whatever type of value you are passing, you need to return the double equivalent of this value? Yes or no? It's a functional interface. Only one method is there. What exactly this method is doing? Sir, this method is doing a very simple stuff. It is taking an object of type t, but it is giving you a value of type double. It is giving you a value of type double. So this is something that you need to implement. So let me take one very simple example. Coming to STS, would you love to see finding the average of these numbers only in one line? Yes, it is. That's good. So very first thing. I am taking the list of integer. The list of integer is actually getting converted into a stream. And after converting the same thing into the stream, then definitely we have to call the collect method. And after calling the collect method, here I am writing collectors dot. Then we are talking about the method. The name of the method is called averaging double. And after writing the averaging double, here actually just 1 second, I am asking you very simple example or one very simple question I am asking you step by step. If I'm talking about this highlighted portion, then definitely this highlighted portion is going to give you a stream of integer. Yes or no? Line number 33, first two words. it is going to give you a stream of integer. Using the stream of integer, we are calling the collect method. Yes, it is. Within the collect method, I am writing collectors dot averaging double. So if I'm talking about the collectors dot averaging double, then the collectors dot averaging double is going to give us an object of collector interface. Yes or no? It is going to return as object of collector interface. Whenever I'm talking about object of interface, then definitely it is about object of some implementing class. For the sake of just easy speaking, I am using that object of collector. Then can you see that there is one method available? Simple question I am asking. If I'm asking you what is the data type of variable I, what will your answer? Definitely it is integer, because sir, stream is of integer type. So definitely data type I is also of the integer type. So can I say I want to convert the integer value into the double one? Yes or no? Yes, it is. So if I multiply the same number using 1.0, then it will be converted into double. Yes, it is. Or even if you wanted to perform downcasting, then there is nothing wrong. You can perform downcasting also. You can perform downcasting also. Both options are correct. There is no problem in that. Getting my point? Yes, it is. Final step, system dot out dot println, and definitely I am writing that AVERAGE average is plus. Cutting this code and coming back, and after coming back, just I need to paste the same code here. After pasting the same code here, it is not showing any error. Alt Shift XJ. Can you see the average is available 2.6666666665? So earlier, if you wanted to find out the average, then you have to do a lot of processing. But this time, if you wanted to find out the average, then you just need to write down one line of the code. Isn't it easy to use? Yes, it is. Very easy. We'll definitely use in DSA now. Wow, party. So coming back, again, once again, I am explaining the same syntax according to your demand. Again, once again, I am explaining. First of all, a stream is generated from the integer type of collection. On this stream, collect method is called. When we are calling the collect method, then we are passing collector dot averaging double as an parameter. When we are passing averaging double as a parameter, so see what exactly it is returning. It returns a collector that produces the arithmetic mean of double valued function applied to input element. If no elements are present, then the result is 0. The average return can vary depending on the order in which values are recorded due to accumulated rounding error in addition of the value. Well, this is not important. This is not important. But overall, can you see that it is going to return you a collector such that the collector is actually containing the arithmetic mean? This step clear? We are getting an object of collector. The object of collector is actually getting the arithmetic mean. Is that okay? Yes, it is. And whenever can we say that you are printing any object? If I'm talking about the collect method now, then the collect method. See, what is the return type of the collect method is? Double this time? Yes or no? Okay. So how exactly we are printing the value? I hope this step is clear to you. Perfect. Any more doubt? So you can refer to official documentation also. It is built into your STS. It is inbuilt into your STS. So this is not only the one method. If you wanted to find out average value in the terms of integer, you can do. If you wanted to find out the average value in the terms of long, definitely you can do. Similarly. For example, let's say there are a lot of methods available. Lot of methods are available. If you wanted to find out only addition, then definitely to find out the addition, can you see that summing double method is available? Yes, it is. It will find out the addition. It will give you actually total of all the elements. If you wanted to find out the total of elements in the terms of integer, this is also available. If you wanted to find out total in the terms of long, then this is also available. Next, what I'm talking to you, there are some more methods available. Let's say If you are having a stream, then definitely stream can be generated from the list. It can be generated from the set. It can be generated from the queue. If you wanted to convert that stream into some other type of collection, then you can do also. As you can see, there is a method available. The name of the method is called toList method. The name of the method is called toList method. So first of all, let me take the example of this again. So for example, everyone, let's say I am writing here, that is list dot stream dot list dot stream dot, and this method is toList method. It has to be called using the collector. So definitely if we wanted to call it using the collector, then again I'm calling the collect method, and after calling the collect method, then again after calling the collect method, then I'm writing here that is collectors dot to list is what I am writing, and system dot out dot println cut copy and hurry up dear, hurry up, paste. Just a second. Alt Shift X J. So better to use to set method, because list is something that you have already used multiple times, or actually list is something that we have already have as an input. Just a minute. I'm writing to set method. After writing to set method, Alt Shift X J. Can you see from the list we have directly converted just into the one line? The conversion is done. Convenient or not? Similarly, you can convert to map also, etc. We will take example, don't worry. We will take example, don't worry. Now, if I'm talking about the other method, then one method that is useful for you in the stream API is collect method. We have done. After the collect method, you can see that there is one method available. The name of the method is called actually the reduce method. What exactly this reduce method is doing? It perform a reduction operation. And definitely if it is performing a reduction operation, then we are going to get a value of immutable type. Yes or no? Second parameter is a binary operator. And if I'm talking about the binary operator, then by looking at the syntax, I think you can easily spot that, sir, here both parameters are going to be of type T, and the return value is also going to be of type T. Yes or no? Because you can see it's a subinterface of by function. In case of the by function, we used to specify STU, such that S and T are the parameter, U is the return type, but here all the three are T. So I'm giving you one more example. For example, let's say you wanted to find out addition of all the numbers. If you wanted to find out addition of all the numbers, then it's very easy to find out using the reduce operation. So I'm saying that sum of all elements, sum of all elements. In case of sum of all elements, we are writing here that is list dot stream dot. The name of the method is called actually reduce method. Into the reduce method, first thing that I'm writing is 0. Into the reduce method, I think I have taken the different variant. No, I was talking about the reduce method. Into the second version I wanted to take. The first parameter I am writing is 0. Second parameter is binary operator. I1 is there, then definitely I2 is there, and then we are writing here I1 plus I2 here. So first of all, everybody, this is a list stream. Then there is an integer available. After writing the integer, I think I have to put semicolon here. No, what went wrong? Let me check. No, bracket is not compulsory. So what went wrong? What went wrong? Let me check. Still problem? No. Let me write down implementation of binary operator for integer type here. So we are writing here binary operator integer BO equal to. The first parameter is going to be I1. Second parameter is going to be I2. Bracket then. One bracket is missing. How many brackets? 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 0. I think brackets are balanced. I think brackets are balanced. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. One bracket is missing. No, not working. Not working. Let me check. Let me check. Now working. That's good. STS is actually slightly slow. See, can you see the addition of all the elements? 16 it is. Please cross check the result. Please cross check the result. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 5, 16 it is. So what I did, just try to understand. Just try to understand. I'm talking about the reduce method. In case of the reduce method, it performs a reduction in the elements of this stream using the provided integer value and an associative cumulative function. It returns the reduced value. This is equivalent to t result equal to identity. So according to this concept right now, if I'm talking about the value of identity variable, can I say that the value of identity variable is 0? Please cross check. Accumulator function is a different thing. I'm just asking right now, can I say that the value of identity variable is 0? Please check. Screen is split it. Comfortable, everybody? So initially the value of result is going to be identity. So definitely initially the value of result is going to be 0. Then on the every element, all the elements will be taken one by one. Then it is writing result equal to accumulator dot apply. If you remember the apply method, then apply method is of functional interface, remember? And normal, if I'm talking about simple functional interface, then it is accepting a parameter of type T, but it is returning a value of type R. On the other hand, if I'm talking about by function, it is taking the parameter of type S and T, but returning a value of type R. And if it is binary operator, then can I say that the both the values are going to be, or both the parameters are going to be of same type, but the return value is also going to be of same type. Getting how binary operator is working? Both the parameters are also of the same type, and the return value is also going to be of the same type. Make sense? Yes, it is. So can I say that every element of the stream will be added to the result? So it will be 0 plus first element, means 0 plus 1, it is 1. Then 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Then 2 plus 2, it will be 4. Then 4 plus 3, it will be 7. 7 plus 4, 7 plus 5. It will be whatever be the result 12. Accordingly, the things will proceed. Getting my point? How this function is working? Similarly, if I wanted to write down the function for multiplication, then I think writing function for multiplication is going to be very, very easy. Instead of plus operation, I have to use multiply, and definitely the value of identity I have to write down is 1. Is that okay? Yes or no? Once it will be good to try. Check please. And you can perform the multiplication also. All the values are there. 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60, 62 is 120, 120 into 1 into 1. So definitely 120 will be the correct answer. Is that okay? So don't you think that Stream API is very much beneficial in the terms of performing common operation instead of common collection framework? It makes DSA more easier for you, definitely. And if you are using that into the DSA, then definitely that practice will make your stream good also. So all the terminal operations are there. All the terminal operations are there. Now, next part. Next part. Terminal operations are done. And then we are talking about the next type of operation. The next type of operation is called intermediate operation. Definitely intermediate operations are used to return you a stream. So according to this concept, if I'm talking about the distinct, can I say that distinct is a intermediate operation? Yes or no? Simple logic, because it is returning you a stream. Because it is returning you a stream. So let me actually once again copy this portion, Control N, and STS, please work slightly faster. Batch is going on. Let me restart the STS. It is actually working very slow. I don't know what happened. Today there is, I think, no language update software is working. Let me restart once. Let me once restart. Don't know whether the problem is with the laptop or with the STS. Well, meanwhile it is restarting. Distinct is an operation that is an intermediate operation. Similarly, can you see that filter is an operation? It is also an intermediate operation. It will filter some of the elements from the stream and definitely generate a new stream of filtered element. Make sense? Lot of operations are available, flat map, etc., etc. And definitely, if I'm talking about the limit, can I say that limit is also a intermediate operation? Yes, it is. Again, if we are talking about the operation that is called skip operation, skip is again an intermediate operation. Yes, it is. Sort operation. Sort is also intermediate operation. Yes, it is. If we are talking about the sorted operation in which you are defining your own comparator, definitely it is also working there. So just using the sorted function, I can perform sorting using stream also. Make sense? Using the filter method, I can filter elements from the collection also. Yes or no? Right, it is. Similarly, there is method available. The name of the method is called map method. Using the map method, I can convert a stream into some other things also. It will be good to take one example. It will be good to take one example. So everything we will discuss. Everything we will discuss. I hope that STS will work fine now. And let me create a new class. So pressing Control N and hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, dear. Alt Shift X J. Is there anything in the updation? No, nothing is into the updation today. Well, I'm going to create a class. Name of the class that I'm writing is intermediate operation demo. Into the intermediate operation demo, let it be created just, then I will use some common example. First of all, main method. For the sake of time saving, let's say that I'm taking the same list, and after taking the same list, system dot out dot println, I'm writing list dot stream dot distinct. Can you expect that all the distinct elements will be printed? Can we expect that all the distinct elements will be printed? Answer is absolutely no. Answer is absolutely no. What is the written type of distinct? It is a stream. So how you can expect? Right? Some terminal operation must be there. Yes, it is. So if you wanted to say that some terminal operation must be there, then definitely can I use for each method as a terminal operation? Yes, it is. And then here, for example, let's say I am writing system dot out colon colon print ln method. Can I write down like this? Using method reference, I am providing body. Alt Shift XJ. Please take a look at the output. Am I getting all the distinct values? Am I getting all the distinct values? Yes, it is. Now, some scholars, those who are actually confused that how this method reference is working. So one very simple question I am asking you. If I'm talking about the consumer interface, then in case of consumer interface, everybody knows one thing. Whenever you are writing the implementation of consumer interface for any value, whether it is going to be of type integer or whether it is going to be of any type, then definitely in case of consumer interface, first we have to mention a parameter, and definitely the body should be something that is not returning anything. Yes or no? Body should be something that is not returning anything. Make sense? Yes, it is. Because if I'm talking about the signature of the accept method, then definitely signature of the accept method is going to be somewhat like this. Yes or no? Second, if I'm talking about the syntax of system.out.println, then definitely the syntax of println is also something like this. So very first thing. Let's say that if it is case of integer, then in case of integer, both places can be replaced with integer. Yes, it is. First of all, parameter list is matching. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Return type is matching. Yes or no? Yes, it is matching. So can I use method reference? Definitely. Now clear how this is working? Once again, I am repeating. If you are not getting, here we are writing void accept. Into the void accept, we are writing integer t for the integer type consumer. And if we are comparing the syntax of both, then by comparing the syntax of both, can I say that, sir, parameters are matching? And even if the parameters are matching, then definitely we can use method reference for the implementation. Is that okay? How this is working? Yes, we are actually accepting a reference to println method. Simple question I am asking. Println is a static method or a non-static method? The println method is a static method or non-static method? Please update on chat. Hurry up, please update on chat. Println is a static method or non-static method? My God, why batch? Well, let me come to the situation. Yes, println method is visible to all. Println method is visible to all. Yes, it is. Is there any static keyword before any println version? No. Still you people are writing that it's a static method. Still you people are writing that it's a static method. Do you know that system is a class in Java programming? Yes, it is. Within the system class, can you see that there is a variable available out such that the out variable belong to the print stream type, but out itself is a static variable. So according to this concept, if I wanted to access the out variable, then to access the out variable, I need to write down system.out. Yes or no? To access out variable of system class, can I write down system.out? Because it's a public variable, you can access using class name also, because it is static also. And if I'm talking about out, out is an object of print stream class. And in the print stream class, there is a println method available. Now getting how the system.out.println is working. Okay. One more question that I'm asking. I hope that you will answer now it correct. What exactly type of method reference it is? Type 1 static method reference. Type 2, it is reference to non-static method for particular object. Type 3, it is reference to non-static method for arbitrary object. Type 4, it is reference to it is reference to constructor. What type of referencing it is? Tell me out of the 4 options. Actually, your mostly answers are wrong. It is the case number 2 when we are talking about calling of or referring to non-static method for a particular object. It is case number 2 when I am talking about referring to non-static method for a particular object. If I'm talking about system.out, it is only a single object or it is multiple objects? If I'm talking about system.out, it's a single object or it's a multiple object? It's a single object. Point number 1. Point number 2, whenever you are talking about the syntax of arbitrary object, then for the syntax of arbitrary object, you need to write down class name, method reference operator, then the name of the method. Remember? So even by looking at the syntax, you were not able to figure out it is the case of arbitrary or it is the case of particular. It clearly shows that you are not doing assignments, because if you have gone through the assignment number 1 that we have given you on the day of Thursday, in the first number assignment, all 4 implementations you need to write down. Anyone who has come across this assignment? Day 3, question number 1. Only 2 or 3 responses. Batch, work hard. Your evolution is on your head. Your evolution is on your head. Well, it's okay. So discussion, I was slightly out of the track to make you understand the things. Okay, so first we have done with the distinct function, and definitely similarly, if you wanted to count that how many distinct elements are there, then you can count total distinct elements also. To count the total number of distinct elements, you need to write down here somewhat like this one. Just a second. This is also wasting the time. So definitely this time, can I say that I'm going to get the counting of total distinct elements? Alt Shift X J. How many distinct elements are there? 5. Is that okay? Yes, it is. So, okay. One thing that we have do is total count method is done. Distinct method is done. Empty is not important. Then I'm talking about the filter. Simple logic, simple logic, simple logic. Can you see that filter is accepting a predicate? So if I wanted to find out only even number, can I write down a simple predicate? I arrow I modulus 2 equal to 0. Yes, it is. So how the thing is going to work? Just please take a look and do not panic. Do not panic, please. If I'm writing list int dot stream dot filter bracket open, I arrow I modulus 2 equal to 0. Then I'm writing here the next method. The name of the method is called for each method, and into the for each method again we are putting here, oops, again here we are putting the same thing. Alt Shift X J. Can you see the output? Only even elements are getting printed. Correct, it is. So filtration is very easy. Just you need to provide a predicate. Filtration is very easy. Yes or no? Second number point. Okay, this filtration, one simple example we have taken. Apart from this, if I'm talking about the map method, this map method is something useful. Into the map method, can you see the parameter? It is taking a functional interface, and into the functional interface, it return a stream consists of result of applying the given function predicate on each element of the stream. So for example, let's say that I wanted to convert this from a stream of integer to stream of double. Listen my question very carefully. I'm saying that I wanted to convert it from a stream of integer to stream of double. So just follow the syntax, please. First of all, I'm getting the stream of integer. Yes, it is. What method I'm calling? Map method. Into the map method, if I'm talking about the parameter I, can I say that parameter I is of integer type? And then I'm converting the same parameter to the double type. Yes, it is. Till this part, definitely one stream will be there. Yes, it is. And for this stream, if I'm writing here that this is going to be collectors dot to set, I'm converting into the to set, then definitely one set will be available to me. And again, I am writing for each system dot out colon print ln, system dot out colon print ln. So this time, just a second, saving this part, and let me downcast it to type double, and let me check anything wrong. No. Alt Shift X J. Can you see the output? I have converted simple a list of integer to a set of double for every element, and because it is a set, that's why duplicate element is not allowed. If in the line number 16, instead of to set, if I would have used to list method, then definitely duplicate value will be available there also. Yes or no? So using this integer, definitely I can convert into any sequence. For example, let's say I wanted to generate a sequence of, let's say, string. I can, yes, I can, no problem. If you wanted to convert into sequence of binary, you can, no problem. Lot of options are available for you. Let me write down one more case. For example, let's say here, just here, I'm writing one simple value. Do you know that into the integer class, there is a method available that is called toBinary string method. There is a method available. The name of the method is called toBinary string method. Can you see this? I think you can read the numbers also. You can read the numbers also, which one is 2, which one is 5, which one is 4, etc., etc. Binary presentation, I hope comfortable for everyone. Yes, it is. So lot of conversion you can do. Lot of conversion you can do. Then map to integer, etc., etc. Finally, if I'm talking about the method that is sorted method, I think by looking at the sorted method, there will be no problem to everyone, because the sorted method is used to sort the elements in the natural ordering. And if I'm talking about the integer class, then definitely for the integer class, natural ordering is already defined. For the integer class, natural ordering is already defined. So this time, for example, I am writing 1 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 5 1 2 3 4. Then definitely this is going to work perfect. See how exactly the thing is working. Simple. List dot stream dot sorted dot for each, and within the for each, then we are writing here that is system dot out dot print ln. Hurry up, STS. Wait two times. Here also. Alt Shift X J. So can you see element is in the sorted order? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Simple logic. Again, again, again. STS. Similar to that, if I'm talking about the limit and the skip. Right now, if I'm talking about the sorted sequence, in the sorted sequence, how many elements are available? Your answer is, sir, we are having 6 elements. Out of the 6 elements, let's say you wanted to print only the 3 elements. Then if you wanted to print only the 3 elements, then in this condition, you can use the limit method. Getting my point? Out of the total 6 elements, let's say that you wanted to print only the first 3 elements, then you can use the limit method there. So system.out.println, then we are writing here Alt Shift X J. Is that okay? 1 1 2. Can you see the output? Okay. Into the sorting, this time I am telling you that you can define your custom comparator also. If you are talking about defining the custom comparator, then definitely to define the custom comparator, again, you have to specify the 2 parameters. Let's say the 2 parameters are of type I1 and I2. And if I wanted to perform the sorting into the descending order, then definitely to perform the sorting into the descending order, can I directly write down I2 minus I1? Yes or no? Yes, it is. So can I say now actually 3 heaviest element will be visible to me? Yes or no? Perfect. Okay. Now what I'm saying you, let's say that I am coming with a new thing. The new thing is that definitely you need to keep sorted into the descending order, but you need to start printing from the third element. Getting my question? You need to sort them into the descending order, but after sorting them into the descending order, you need to start printing from the third element. Getting or not? Yes. So in this condition, what you need to do? You need to skip first two element. Is that okay? Just skip first two element, and you can see into the output after skipping the first two elements, then we are getting the remaining all the elements. Is that clear? How skip and limit are useful? Yes, it is. And sometimes you are finding the question in a manner that you need to skip first, you need to skip first two elements, and then you need to print only two elements. You need to skip first two elements, and then you need to print only two elements. So in this condition, after skip, again, can we use limit? Is that okay? In a single syntax, we have done a lot of things. So now can you, I think from this example, what is the mean of intermediate operation? It is clear to you, yes or no? So some assignments will be available for you on this topic. Please go with the topic. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. Okay, one more question. Can you do the same job for user-defined data type? I have done all the job on the inbuilt classes. Do you need one example in which I should show you all that for the user-defined data type? Do you need that? Yes, it is. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. One scholar is saying that I'm confused into the line number 16. Okay, I will discuss after break, don't worry. I will discuss one more example of filter and map together after the break, don't worry. Today, because I think you are feeling slightly exhausted or lost. See you again at 1 p.m. See you again at 1 p.m. Let me stop the recording once. Today. I will fix this error. See, I'm going to give you one example of actually the filter method. Then after the filter method, there is one more method available called map method for user defined data type. So just try to understand how exactly this will work. I wanted to create a class. Name of class student already exists in our example. Class student already exists in our example. So actually better to do one more job. For example, let's say that I'm talking about one class. The name of the class that I'm writing is employee. Into the employee class, for example, let's say I'm talking about private integer employee ID. Then I'm writing here that is private and string. And after string, I'm talking about name. After private string name, then let's say I'm talking about private double. Salary is the third parameter available here. Constructors we can generate. Then if I'm talking about the getter and setter method, we can generate. There is a class available. The name of the class is called demo class. Within the demo class, I'm writing public static void main string args. And after performing this task, I'm creating a list of employees here. Okay. Into the list of employees, let me take some employees here, and definitely I'm writing here new employee. And let's say employee ID, I'm writing one. Name, I'm writing ABC. Salary, for example, let's say I'm writing it is 45,000. Then I'm writing point number 2. Here I'm writing BCD. Then I'm writing 54,000. Employee number 3, I'm writing the name. This is CDE. And salary, let's say I'm writing 36,000. One more element I am adding. Element number 4. Name we are writing is DEF. And let's say salary, I'm writing 26,500. Next number case, we are writing the name. Let's say this is going to be EFG. And then we are writing here the salary that is 60,000. First of all, everyone, till this part, I think you are able to understand Even on the notepad? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Now let me write down one simple task for you. The simple task is that I am saying we wanted to filter all those employees whose monthly salary is more than 40,000. Getting my point? Question clear? We wanted to filter all employees whose salary is more than 40,000. And definitely I need to use the stream operation for this. So first case, everybody, using the list, first I need to compute the stream. Is that okay? Using the stream, then it will be good to call the filter method. Is that okay? Yes, it is. And definitely within the filter, I need to define the predicate. And to define the predicate, what I need to do, I'm writing here that is predicate, and definitely the predicate is applicable on the employee. And here we are writing predicate. If I'm talking about the data type of EMP, then I think it's very easy for you to say that, sir, the data type of EMP is employee. And using this employee, if we are calling the get salary method, if this salary is more than 40,000, please take a look at this implementation. Line number 23, can I say that this predicate is actually to filter the employees whose salary is more than 40,000? Yes, it is. And then definitely I'm writing here the same predicate. The same predicate actually filter all the employees whose salary is less than 40,000, they will be filtered out. Only the employees whose salary is more than 40,000, they will be part of this stream. Is that okay? Comfortable, everyone? Now, definitely this is a stream only. If you wanted to convert the same stream into the list, then you need to call the collect method. And after calling the collect method, then you need to write down here that is collectors dot to list method is what you need to call. Is that okay? So in this part, till here, if anybody is having any doubt, then please do let me know. Filter operation clear to all? Yes, it is. Okay. Now let me tell you the second case. The second case is that I need to find out. I need to find out only salary of the employees. I'm not talking about all the details. I'm saying that I wanted to find out salary detail of the employees whose salary is more than 40,000. So definitely I need to keep only one component, that is salary. Yes or no? I need to keep only one element, that is salary. Is that okay? So can I say this time, sir, you are talking about creating a list of double from the list of students? Yes or no? Yes, it is simple. Once the filtration is done, then I'm saying that create a list of salary from the filtered list. So definitely in this operation, we are saying that we are going to we are going to input a list of employee, and definitely from the list of employee, I wanted to generate a list of double. Both lines clear, everyone? Both lines clear? Yes, it is. Now this filtered list is available to me. Onto this filtered list, again, I am writing about the stream operation. And to convert a stream of one data type into another data type, we have to use a method. Name of the method is called map method. Is that okay? Everyone clear? Now let me come to the official documentation onto the Google Chrome. And if I am talking about the map method, then can you take a look at the type that map method is taking a function functional interface? In the function functional interface, you know it very well that we are talking about the two types. The first parameter is going to be of type 2, that is the input type, and type R is going to be the output type. Yes or no? So in this situation, if I wanted to implement the function functional interface, then can I say that the input data type is going to be of the employee, but the output data type is going to be double? Yes or no? Clear it is? If I'm talking about the data type of EMP, again, you will say, sir, data type EMP will belong to the first type parameter, that is employee type. Using this employee type, can I get the salary? Yes or no? Yes, it is. So can I pass this map here? Is that okay? Now again, take a look at the return type of map function. What is the return type of map function? It's a stream. And definitely, if you are going to have a stream only, then stream is not a storage container. Ultimately, you have to convert the same stream into the list, or you should consume the list. Yes or no? There are only two options available. Either you should store into a permanent storage. If you wanted to store the same into the permanent storage, then you need to call the collect method. And after collecting the collect method, then you need to convert the same into the list or set. First operation clear? One scholar was asking, sir, why you did this after filter operation? Now I hope this is clear that why I did that. One scholar was asking, sir, why you use collect method after this filter operation? So I hope now it is clear for that scholar. Again, if you wanted to print, then to print, there is one option available that directly you can use for each method. And when you are using the for each method, then definitely either you can use method reference, or if you do not want it to use method reference, then definitely you can write down your own implementation also. Is that okay? Please check. Can we do this job? Yes, it is very simple one. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Just for the sake of verification, let me come to once STS if it is working. Otherwise, all operation is written. Don't worry, the code is almost okay. Why I'm using almost? Because it is not verified, yet the code is perfectly okay. Oh, what happened to you, STS? Better not to waste time. Better not to waste time. Okay, well, I will share this example to you. Definitely you can try, no problem, it will work. It will work. One scholar is writing use method reference here. Actually, if I wanted to write down method reference here, see everyone, if I'm writing this implementation, then definitely in this implementation, all salaries will be printed space separated. Yes or no? All the salaries will be printed space separated. Yes, it is. On the other hand, if I'm using here method reference, then definitely in case of method reference, if I am writing system.out.print only, then all the salaries will be printed continuously. What is the mean of printing continuously? You will get 40,000, then 50,000, then 60,000, then 70,000. Getting my point? If I'm using print only. If I'm using println method, then in case of println method, definitely you will find that everything is available into the separate lines. Yes or no? If I'm using system.out.println, then everything will be available onto the different line. Yes, it is. Clear? So whatever you wanted to use, it's your choice. Whatever you wanted to use, it's your choice completely. Okay. One scholar is asking, can we sort the employee list? Why you cannot sort the employee list? It's very easy. See, for example, let's say that I wanted to sort the employee list. Complete list is available. So I need to use the stream. With using the stream, I need to call the sorted method. And within the sorted method, I have to specify the comparator. I have to specify the comparator. For example, let's say that I wanted to sort into the descending order of salaries. So if I wanted to sort into the descending order of salaries, then definitely again I have to specify the comparator. Yes or no? Such that the comparator is going to work on the employee. You are having the two objects. First object that is called E1 and second object we are writing is E2. Because you wanted to perform sorting only on the behalf of salary, so into the descending order. So for case of descending order, definitely you can write down E2 dot get salary minus E1 dot get salary. Is that okay? Simple one it is. Even no need to use return keyword, no need to use curly braces. The same thing you can pass here also. And it is going to print what? It is going to give you a stream also. And again, if you are getting the stream, and if you wanted to convert into a set or into some other, then you can. Otherwise, simply what you can do? Simply you can print the data also. Is that okay? Shall I proceed now, everyone? It's clear. Filter function, map function, for each function. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Okay. So all job you can do. There is no problem. It's very simple. Stream is not difficult. Today slightly we were not in the rhythm because of poor performance of STS. But now STS part is over. I will actually do treatment for this. No problem. Okay. So content for day 3 is covered. And there is one last point. Nothing special. You have used it multiple times. Just a simple thing. Just a simple thing. If I'm talking about, let's say that this line, the highlighted one, line number 29. In the line number 29, can I say that first two words are for generating the streams? Yes or no? That's good. Can I say then there is an intermediate operation map? Then can I say there is a terminal operation? Yes, it is. So always keep in mind stream, then intermediate operations, and then terminal operation. This complete sequence is referred as the stream pipeline. This complete sequence is referred as the stream pipeline. According to this concept, can I say this is also an example of stream pipeline? Yes, it is. Can I say this is also an example of stream pipeline? Stream is there, intermediate operation is there, terminal operation is there. So simple example about the stream pipeline is a stream pipeline consists of a source, which might be an array, a collection, or a generator function, or input output channel, etc. Zero or more intermediate operations, which transform stream into the another stream, such as a filter, that is a predicate, and a terminal operation which produce a result or side effect such as the counter for each. So whenever now anybody is asking you what is the mean of stream pipeline, I think you can answer it very, very easily. Yes or no? Simple logic. What is stream pipeline? This is one common terminology. Many of the times you will find stream pipeline, stream pipeline. It is nothing special. Very, very simple thing. Yeah, zero stream. Yes, yes, yes. According to the definition, if there is even no intermediate operation, still it's a stream pipeline, because stream will always be there. Okay. So once again, first summarization. What is the concept of stream? I hope it is okay for you. Yes or no? Final summarization I am taking. What is the use of stream? Is that okay? Simple logic. A stream actually refer to a sequence of element, but it is not a storage container. A stream is like a very much disposable glass that you can use only for one time. Second thing is that whenever you are using the stream, then definitely stream operations are lazy. Now see, what is the mean of stream operations are lazy? You can say that stream is lazy and evaluate code only when required. So actually the thing is that if I'm talking about this line, it actually gives us an apprehension that first of all stream is created, then stream is getting sorted. After getting sorted, the element is getting printed one by one. This is one apprehension that we are having, and this operation is completely wrong. This operation is completely wrong. Is that okay? Why this apprehension is completely wrong? Because actual execution will start when for each method encountered for execution. Because stream is very, very lazy. It says when the result is required, then only I will start working. Getting my point? The entire evaluation will be started when a terminal operation encountered. Is that okay? That's why it is called lazy. That's why it is called lazy. So stream is something that you are going to use. Then how to get the stream object we have done. Terminal operation and intermediate operation clear to everyone. Terminal operation and intermediate operation clear to everyone. Reduction operation, mutable reduction operation, is that also clear to everyone? Yes, it is. And then what is the mean of stream pipeline? It is also clear. Yes, it is. So even if you are getting some 30 to 60% clarity in your mind, that is sufficient. For rest of the clarity, you have to go for A for assignment. Okay. Common demand. It is a common demand. So this is in class content I will share to you. Don't worry. This in class content I will share to you. Don't worry. So stream is getting completed today. Stream is getting completed today. Now I'm going to talk about the next concept. The next concept is called MySQL. Today we will not be able to take so much of the content, but we will be able to just actually get an introduction. Mr. STS, I do not want you to be here. Once again, everyone. Actually, better to end this task. From the background, Slack is there, Google Chrome is there, Notepad is there. Now, okay, STS is not here. Let me open the PPT once. Control J, show in folder, and opening the PPT. It is content for day number 4. Full screen it is. Visible everything? Comfortable? Comfortably visible? Yes, it is. Okay. So it will be good to talk about data, etc., 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 etc. But before this, I wanted to take just one simple thing. It's day 9, day 1 coding example is B101, day 9 content, day 9 content, revision batch, plus. Okay, it's okay. First of all, everyone, there are 2 terms available. One term that is called data, and second term is also available that is called information. And what is the difference between data and information is just try to understand. For example, let's say that I am a cloth merchant, or let's say that I am having my own factory where clothes are getting manufactured, let's say. So for example, let's say that I wanted to supply my manufactured goods to all over India. And if I wanted to supply my goods to all over India, then can I say that weather related information is a crucial input for me? Common? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. So I wanted to collect the weather related information. And when I went to Indian Meteorology Department and I was asking that I want weather condition of, let's say, city Bangalore, then they actually give me an Excel file. In the Excel file, day-wise record of temperature, rainfall, etc. is available for the last 100 years. Repeating the situation again, I approach to IMD. The IMD actually provides me an Excel file. In that Excel file, they were having last 100-year day-wise record for minimum temperature, maximum temperature, rainfall, humidity level, etc. So what do you think? I'm having 36,500 records with me. Is it something that is very much useful for me? Not at all. Don't you think that I have to apply a lot of processing? Yes, it is. I have to apply a lot of processing. Once, let's say that I have applied a lot of processing. After applying a lot of processing, I come to know that from this month to this month, it is actually kind of winter season. The temperature is ranging from, let's say, some 10 degree to 22 degree. So in this season, definitely, if we are having lukewarm cloth kind of things, then definitely this will be into the sale. But if I'm talking about the season from July to November season or July to October season, commonly there is a rainfall. So definitely people are used to look for the cotton clothing as well as raincoat like of stuff because everybody wanted to get themselves safe from the rain. If we are talking about the remaining time period, particularly from March to June, it's a summer season. Temperature is ranging from, let's say that somewhat 22 degrees centigrade to, let's say, 40 degrees centigrade. So after doing a lot of analysis, now I'm coming to something that is meaningful. Can I say that this something meaningful is useful for me? Yes, it is. And definitely this information is actually useful even for a restaurant also. Yes or no? This information is useful for actually and any kind of business also. So can I say into the first case when I was having a Excel file that is containing 36,500 records, don't you think that it is the data? But after doing a lot of analysis, when I'm getting something meaningful, then this is called information. Difference is clear? Difference between data and information is clear. Yes or no? So can I say that data is a collection of raw fact and it is something unprocessed, so it is not so much meaningful? But on the other hand, if I'm talking about information, then this is something that is actually derived from the information, but it is something that is extremely, extremely, extremely useful for us. Yes or no? So information is processed, so it is meaningful, and definitely it can be used to drive some business values, and this business value is actually called knowledge. Second challenge, how to store the information, and definitely storing the information is a big challenge for the human era since the starting. You have seen the period serials, there they used to write down everything on stones. Particularly if you have visited some forts, on the forts you have find that at the entrance they used to put a metal, you can say that metal sheet, and no, it is a stone, and on the stone every inscription is written there. What was the ultimate objective? The ultimate objective was again to save the information. Yes or no? To store the information. And if I'm talking about inscription, then definitely inscription is not a very efficient way, because you will be able to store only a very limited amount of information, and this very limited amount of information will be for forever kind of thing, we can say. Then it comes to pen and paper era, and storing information on a pen and paper era was a big success, but definitely paper is again that is sustainable to fall. It is something that is, you can say that, prone to fall. Why prone to fall? If it fell into the water, it is susceptible to fire also, it is having the aging effect also. So paper was a successful, but as the situations grows or situation improve, finally we come to the computer era. When we comes to the computer era, then initial days of computing, when no database was there, then people used to keep information stored only in the form of text file. People used to keep information stored in the form of text file. How many of you love to store information in the form of text file? Anybody here who love to store information in the form of text file? How many of you? Okay. Have you gone through file system project? I think yes. Yes. Almost all of you have gone through the file system project, last blocks. So you were using serialization and deserialization for reading and writing? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Okay. So when you were performing the serialization and deserialization, so do you think that it was a friendly way? What was your flow of project initially? As your project is getting started, you need to load the entire content from the file into your RAM. Then whatever operation you are doing, you need to do that operation, whether adding a product, whether removing a product, whether placing an order, whether retrieving a product, etc., etc. Finally, when everything is bye-bye, then again you need to write the serialized information into the file. That is what I think you were doing. Yes or no? Yes, at last you need to perform serialization. So overall, can I say that in the terms of file operations, if you are maintaining the information, definitely you will be able to maintain the information, but overall it is not an efficient way. At the starting of the program, you need to perform deserialization, and later on you need to perform serialization, which is a hefty practice. Getting my point? And definitely it generates a lot of burden on your RAM also, because initially in the J111 you are having a small project, so you are able to accommodate the entire things into the RAM, but into the practical life, let's say that you are having 10 million records, will you be able to hold them into the RAM? No. Answer is no. Answer is no. So now the next thing, in the initial days, when they were used to store all the information in the form of text file, so what can be the drawback? Just try to understand. For example, let's say there is a file available, student.txt. Into the student.txt file, all information is stored here. All information is stored here. I am using split screen again. First of all, when you are storing information in the form of text file, then first and the foremost advantage for you is you do not have to spend even a single extra penny, because text file system is already available to you with the operating system. Agree? No need to spend even a single extra penny, because this is available with the operating system. But now let me come to the flip side. Whenever you are storing information in the form of text file, then don't you think that every information in the form of text file is just a plain text that is in the form of character? Yes or no? Every information that you are storing into the text file, it is actually a sequence of character. For example, even if you are storing mobile number of a scholar, then the mobile number of a scholar is not going to be considered as a long value. It will be considered as a sequence of 10 character. Getting my point? What I wanted to say? Similarly, if I'm talking about the salary, then salary is not going to be considered as an integer value. Again, it will be considered as a sequence of some characters that are actually digits. So this time, can I say that actually there is no specific data type in case of text file? Everything is considered as a sequence of character. Agree with the first point? Everyone agree with the first point? Even if you are storing salary, you are storing name, you are storing date of birth. According to you and me, they are the three different data types, but according to text file, they all are sequence of characters. First point is clear or not? So in this condition, whenever you are reading a value from a file, let's say that you have created a Java program, and in the Java program, you are reading value from a file, then don't you think that you have to perform a lot of data type conversion? Yes or no? You have to perform a lot of data type based conversion. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Second thing, once you have written a Java program, then definitely your Java program should be written according to the structure of the file. Right now I am having, let's say, 5 columns. I have written my Java program also. Java program is working perfectly fine. And then what happened? Let's say that I wanted to maintain some 6th column also. If I wanted to add some 6th column also, then I have to make changes in my Java program. Make sense? I have to make changes in my Java program. There is no other option available. And let's say that I am saying that I do not want the serial number. If I do not want the serial number, then to remove the serial number column from the file, again, I have to make changes into the Java program also, which is a bit hectic. Yes or no? So can I say that there is a tight coupling between software and structure of the file in case of file system? Yes, it is. Okay. Then let's say that we are having some 10,000 records. And if you wanted to read, let's say that only first 20 records. Oh, sorry. Let's say that you wanted to read record number 1000. If you wanted to read the record number 1000, then unfortunately you have to read first 999 records. And after reading the 999 records, then record number 1000 will be accessible to you. So can I say there is no concept of random access? So access time is going to be very high as the amount of data increases. Yes or no? I think you are not getting. I think you scholars not getting. Waiting for more replies. Okay. 7 responses I am receiving out of 62 responses. Let me continue. For example, let's say I am saying that you wanted to update the record number 4. The record number 4, you need to change the state from Himachal Pradesh to Uttarakhand. In this condition, what you have to do? You need to read the entire file. After reading the entire file, you need to make changes in the record number 4 in Java. After making changes into the record number 4 in Java, then you need to rewrite all the 10,000 records together. So don't you think this is something very bad practice? Even if I have to update a single record, then I have to update the entire file. Would you love to work in this manner? Definitely not. Definitely not. So access time and update is very, very difficult. Next, file system is product of operating system. So whatever security policy and security feature that is provided by operating system, you have to abide by them. You cannot implement a new security policy for the file system. So don't you think that it's a security risk? Because at the level of operating system, you can define user level. What is the user? User is operating system user. So for example, let's say if you are having 20 different user of your application, then option number 1, you should create 20 different user account in an operating system. Do you think it is logical? 20 different operating system account? Definitely no, not at all. So security policy is weak in case of operating system, and definitely security problem will be there. Second number point, for example, let's say I'm having 10,000 records, and out of the 10,000 records, let's say we wanted to update the record number 10. Out of the 10,000 records, we wanted to update only one record, that is record number 10. If we are going to update only record number 10, then the major problem is there. My entire file will be logged while file writing is going on. Entire file will be logged while actually file writing is going on. So don't you think that, sir, writing operation is very, very common? And for every write operation, if we are going to block the file, then it is going to be a huge performance penalty. Yes or no? Right, it is. So definitely concurrency is also a big problem. Concurrency is also a big problem. Agree? So overall, file system is a costly choice. Yes or no? Because you are saving money, but actually you are ultimately end up with nothing. So it is not a good choice. Agree with me? Last but not the least case. For example, let's say everybody, I'm having a residential school. Let's say I'm having a residential school. A residential school is one where actually a scholar has to complete study by staying within the campus. By staying within the campus. For example, you might have listened about Jawahar Navole Vidyalaya scheme. Their hostels are available. If anyone wanted to take admission in the JNV, then he has to take hostel, no matter whether he is actually residing beside that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So residential school is there. The name of the residential school is, let's say, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. So you will say, sir, there is a school also available. Apart from the school, there is one more entity available, that is called hostel. And definitely, being as a school authority, I have to maintain some student personal detail. And apart from the personal detail, definitely I have to maintain mainly the academic record. Definitely. And being as an hostel authority, definitely I have to maintain the student personal record. Academic record is not my cup of tea, but I have to maintain scholars' health condition also. Is that okay? Now let's say that initially we are using the file system. Initially, when we are using the file system, then definitely it is reasonable to assume that, sir, there will be one file available, school.txt, and there will be one more file available. The name of the file is going to be hostel.txt. If I'm talking about the school.txt file, then definitely in case of the school.txt file, let's say we are having roll number, we are having name, we are having father's name, we are having mother's name. Thereafter, we are having mobile number. Thereafter, we are having address. After the address, let's say I'm talking about 10th percentage, then I'm talking about the 12th percentage. Everything looks okay. Everything looks okay. When it comes to the hostel, then definitely roll number is not important for me. We have to maintain in which room number actually the scholar is residing. What is the name? What is father's name? What is mother's name? Apart from that, mobile number, address, 10 percentage, 12 percentage is not my cup of tea. Then definitely I would love to store about the health condition, whether the scholar is asthmatic or any specific problem is there. Now, assume there is a scholar available. The name of the student is Sahil. In the month of April, at the time of admission, his father was posted in. His father was, let's say that posted in the city, that is Nagpur. So definitely at the time of taking admission, school authority is having address of Nagpur, and hostel authority is also having the address of Nagpur. Session is going on. It comes to the month of August. Now father is actually transferred to next state. Let's say that the name of the next state is Ratnagiri. So this time, Sahil actually does the one thing. Sahil went to school authority and file an application to update the record, to update the address. Will be good to say to update the address. School authority updates the address. Okay, address is updated. And once school authority updated the address, this time Sahil made a mistake. Sahil forgot to update the address to hostel authority. So can I say now hostel authority is having different information about address and school authority is having different information about address? Yes or no? Yes, and this is what actually called data inconsistency. Data inconsistency actually refer to mismatching of the information. Data inconsistency actually refer to mismatching of the information. About the Sahil, we are having two different addresses. School authority says that his father is in Ratnagiri, but actually hostel authority says that his father is into the Nagpur, and such that both information cannot be true at the same time. And if we are talking about the main problem or main cause of inconsistency, then can I say that multiple copy is the main reason of inconsistency? Can I say that because we are having multiple copies of the same data, and because there are multiple copies of the same data, that's why there is inconsistency. Is that okay? So when you are having multiple copy of the data, when you are having multiple copies of the data, then definitely the multiple copies of the data is what actually called data redundancy. This is actually called data redundancy. But when actually you are having mismatched information, when you are having mismatched information among the copies, then definitely the mismatched information among the copies is actually called data inconsistency. This is called data inconsistency. So for a efficient information system, what do you think? Inconsistency is good or inconsistency should not be there? Write your response. Option number 1, inconsistency is good. Option number 2, inconsistency should not be there. It should not be there. Definitely, it should not be there. So the main problem with the file system is that data inconsistency is a menace in case of file system. So if we are talking about the solution, then definitely solution is all about using the database management system, that is also referred as DBMS. So what exactly the DBMS is, or what exactly the meaning of database is, just first try to understand the concept. This is very, very simple for you. What exactly the database is? Simple logic. A database is collection of logically related data that allow easy access and manipulation. It is a collection of data that allow easy access and manipulation. Second thing, database management system. The database management system is a software platform that actually allow to create and maintain database. That allow to create and maintain database. So MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, Ingres, Postgres, Sybase, DB2. They all are the example of database management system. Always keep in mind whenever somebody is asking you, what is the name of your database? Never say MS SQL, never say MySQL. Like somebody is asking you, what is the name of your resume file? Would you answer MS Word? Let's say I am asking you, please tell me the name of your resume file. Would you answer me MS Word? Definitely no. So can I say that Word is used to create a file? Can I say that Word is used to create a file? And I can give the file name according to my choice? Yes, it is. Similarly, database management system is used to create a database, and I can give database name according to my choice. According to this concept, can I say database is actually used to store the information, access the information, manipulate the information. All these operations must be done very, very easily. But to create and maintain the database, I need a database management system. Getting my point? Please update everyone. From this analogy, I hope you understand, like MS Word is used to create the Word file or document file. Similarly, database management system is used to create the database. So whenever somebody is asking you what database you are using, so in this condition, you have to name your database. But if somebody is asking what DBMS you are using, so in our case, you have to always answer MySQL. Is that okay? That's good. Then I'm talking about the next part. What are the advantages of database management system? The first advantage is all about the controlled access. What is the mean of controlled access is if I am having 20 different users, then I can create 20 different accounts, or I can create actually 3 or 4 different type of account that are having different permissions. So in the terms of scalability, can I say that database management system provide us better control over the information? Yes or no? You can create n number of accounts, and that n number of accounts you can create with different permissions. For example, let's say that in our Masai, we are having core stakeholders. The core stakeholders are CTO, CFO, and CEOs. Thereafter, we are having, let's say, senior manager team. After the senior manager team, then we are having instructor, then we are having PI, then we are having IA, then we are having students. So can I say that we are having 6 or 7 levels in the operating system? You are not going to create 6 or 7 level of account. But in case of this database management system, you can create this 6, 7 level of accounts. Is that okay? How actually it provide you better data control? Yes, it is. And definitely everything is username password protected. Lot of constraints are there. So whenever you are maintaining information in case of database management system, it is always secure. It is always secure. Program data independence. I will explain you with the help of example. Second thing, concurrent access. Just say, for example, let's say your information is stored into the table and I wanted to update record number 10. When I am updating the record number 10, then the database management system is not going to log the entire table, but your database management system will log only the record that is to be updated. Getting my point? Last case, you are locking the complete file, but this time instead of locking the entire table, we are saying that just log the record that you wanted to update. Remaining table is free to access, remaining table is free to update. Is that okay? How concurrent access is better in case of database management system? Third thing, reduce data redundancy and inconsistency. Definitely, if you design your database well, then I'm not saying that you will remove the redundancy by 100%, but definitely you can reduce it by very huge amount. And if your database is having just nominal redundancy, then definitely it will be considered as a good database, and we can use such kind of thing for the business purpose also. Is that okay? I'm saying reduced word. I'm not saying that completely eliminated. It is subjected to database design. If I'm talking about disadvantages, high cost, definitely you have to purchase license. Requirement of better hardware may be possible, but this is something that is most important. You need experts to design and maintain your database system. And definitely they are very experts. Their salary in the terms is already in 6 figures minimum monthly, not annually. 6 is it minimum monthly. So database administrators is a very good post, and definitely it requires a huge expertise, and it's a huge responsibility task also, because your entire system can collapse. Because your entire system can collapse. Actually, multiple different type of databases are available. Here we are going to talk about one model that is called RDBMS. And whenever we are talking about RDBMS, just simple thing that I wanted to plant into your mind. First thing, I hope this thing is clear that whenever we are talking about database, then information is stored in the form of table. First point clear? Yes, it is. In case of normal database management system, you can communicate with only one table at a time. But if I'm talking about RDBMS, then in case of RDBMS, you can communicate with multiple table at a time. Means you can fetch data from multiple table in a single shot. Let's say there is one table available employee, there is one table available called account. If you wanted to fetch the information from both the tables, then you can do the same using RDBMS. Getting my point? This is the main difference. Rest is very much theoretical. Nobody is going to ask you so much. So I am skipping. The same. RDBMS full form is Relational Database Management System. Full form of RDBMS is Relational Database Management System. Now, let me talk about some terminologies. Okay, well, before talking about the terminology, can you see there is a table available? The name of the table is called trainee. Within the trainee table, we are having trainee number, name, gender, marks, and age. And we are having information about 4 trainees. So just one by one, everybody. First of all, it is reasonable to say that trainee table is used to store information about the trainees. And how many trainees are available there? 4 trainees. How many columns are there? 5. How many columns are there? 5. Just one by one. First point. What is database? Database is collection of table such that every table has distinct name. Agree with this point? Second point. Table is just having another name that is called relation. Table is having just another name that is called relation. So can we say here trainee is actually name of the relation? Yes or no? Please check. This is database terminology. In day-to-day life, we used to call it table, but specifically in the database term, this is called relation. Second term is available, attribute or field. It refers to column of the table. So accordingly, can I say that I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns? Yes or no? Can I say that we are having total 5 columns or attribute? Third thing, the record of the table is actually referred as tuple or record. So for this table, can I say I'm having total 4 records? Make sense? Those who are understanding, write 1 on chat. I'm waiting. That's good. So please be active on the chat. Please be active on the chat also. Okay. So first 3 terms, relation, attribute, and tuple. This is discussed. Third, the next term is called actually degree of relation. The degree of relation refer to number of columns in the table. The degree of relation actually refer to number of columns in the table. So if I'm talking about the total number of columns in the table, then can you see that total number of columns is 5? So definitely the degree of relation is also 5. Clear this terminology? What is the mean of degree of relationship is? Degree of relation is. That's good. Now the next thing is available, that is called cardinality. Cardinality refer to number of rows in the table. So because I am having total 4 records in the table, so can I say that cardinality of the relation is 4? Yes or no? Perfect. Then the next term is also available, and the next term is actually what referred as the domain. And the domain refer to set of value oblique range of values allowed for a column. Domain refer to set of values oblique range of values allowed for a column. So this time everyone, if I'm talking about the gender column, so for the gender column, can I say that sir only 2 values are possible? The first value is called male and second value is called female. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Similarly, if I'm talking about the column marks, for the column marks, can I say that it can have value anything from 0.0 to 100.0? Yes, it is. Similarly, if I'm talking about the domain of age, then let's say that it's a trainee. So normally in every MNC, the maximum age for the trainee is 25 or let's say 27. And minimum age of the employment is 18. So can I say that domain of age is going to be from 18 to 27? Yes or no? So among the all 7 terminologies, if it is clear for all, then please write 1 on chat. All the 7 terms, if it is clear for you, then please write 1 on chat. That's great. Then there is one more special value available. That one more special value is called null. So for example, everyone, let's say that I am asking you, what is your salary package right now? Then you will say, Kapil sir, what happened to you? We are scholars right now. So definitely this is not applicable for us. Yes or no? Definitely this is not applicable for us. So shall I write down the value 0.0? But sir, 0.0 is not a good value because it shows the unemployment status. but we are not unemployed, we are a student right now. So can I say in this condition, it will be good to use null value, which actually shows not applicable case. Is that okay? And from this example, I hope it is clear to you that 0 and null, they are the two different things. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Very simple example. For example, let's say one scholar who just appeared in the examination of class 10 in the month of March. If I'm asking him, what is your 10th percentage? What should he answer? 0 or null? Definitely null, because it shows no value, it shows missing value, it shows absence of value, it shows not applicable. 0 is a different thing. 0 means might be he is failed or might be he is not attempted the exam. So meaning of null is also clear. Meaning of null is also clear. Yes, it is. Okay. So everyone, today actually we just started the MySQL in the stream. Due to inefficiency of STS, we took some time. And for your examination, the evaluation that is going to be takes place. In your evaluation, we have to keep the content limited up to stream only. Because in MySQL, we have not covered any significant amount of information. And definitely it is not possible to build any paper on behalf of whatever we have discussed so far. So Java is going to be your syllabus for evaluation number 1. Whatever topics we have covered, starting from generics to stream API. Everything that we have covered will be part of your syllabus. Number of questions, how many, etc. Don't worry about them, because normally they are subjected to change by the last time only. So your paper will be of reasonable length. You will be able to complete the paper approximately in 2 hours 40 minutes, 20 minutes extra for you, because I will be able to complete this paper within the period of 80 to 90 minutes. So if I can complete some paper within 80 to 90 minutes, then giving you approximately 180 minutes is reasonably okay. Any more ask? No MCQ is there? No MCQ will be there. The paper is completely programming based. Anything else that you wanted to ask? If no, then go to the LMS and fill the feedback, please. And your assignment will be available to you around at 3 p.m. Your assignment will be available to you around 3 p.m. Okay? That's all for the day, sufficient. We should record the evaluation also, right? If you are doing this, then definitely you should. And I think you are doing all that. Everybody, I think you are recording the evaluation also. Yes or no? And definitely you should do, because if some discrepancy is there on the GitHub or etc., then this is useful. So record the assignment evaluation also, please. No doubt. Then you can fill the feedback form and leave the meeting. No problem.